So I'm upgrading my main boot drive to a 970 Pro from Samsung. Now my old drive is this Revo Drive 350. It has 480 gigabytes worth of storage on it, and it connects to one of my PCI slots. Now this has been a good drive. I've used it for a while. I've probably had it for, I don't know, 4 maybe 5 years. And overall it's been good. I'm just kind of struggling with the storage space at the moment. 38.5 gigabytes of free space. And you know you're struggling with storage space when you're using things like the Windows free space cleanup thing that like deletes temporary files and stuff. That's when you know you're desperate for storage space. Now I'm running an ASRock X99 workstation class motherboard, and I have an M.2 slot right there. And according to the user manual, if the M.2 is occupied, then the SATA 3_0 will be disabled. So apparently that's this one right there. And I think that's going to be this one right here with the bottom one with the metal clip. I don't know what that's plugged into, if anything. I know I used to have a ton of hard drives in here. Filled up this spot over here, but I have since disabled or removed a lot of those drives, put them in other things. But I do know I have 2 8TB drives running in RAID, and let me see. Yeah, I got a few drives down here. I don't use them all, and I know I have some SATA cables that are in the back that are not hooked up right now, so I'm kind of just hoping that whatever this disables isn't being used. But in the end, if it is being used, I'll just have to open up the back of the panel, see what is not being used, and just kind of switch some SATA cables around. But for now, I'm going to take down the computer, shut it down, and get this installed. It's kind of crazy how tiny that drive is. It's so much faster than my Revo Drive 350. This is really just like 4 separate memory modules rated together to get the top speed that it has, which is pretty quick. But this is faster, I believe, and it's only 1 module, and yeah, it's so tiny. It just fits in a spot so perfectly. It's so beautiful. Okay, so first pull, I got some really interesting results. Now, bear in mind, all I did was activate this new drive with Windows, gave it a drive letter, and immediately jumped to doing the auto disk benchmark. And I say it like that because I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that this disk can be optimized. The new 970 Pro can be optimized with Samsung software. I have not ran or downloaded any of that. This is just first pull, so more results to come. But let's look at this. So this is the drive letter in, this is the new drive, and pretty interesting results because my write speeds are actually much faster than my read speeds. In fact, over here I top out just a little bit below 1 gigabit per second read speed, right around the let's see, 32K to about 256K. But then I drop down considerably to 716 megabytes a second once I get down to, you know, these higher megabyte transfers. Whereas on the flip side over here, this is the Revo drive. This is my current boot drive, so it is currently operating my operating system, as redundant as that is. And yet the read speeds are saying that they're topping out almost 2 gigabytes per second. That's 2. Whereas the spec sheet actually says for this drive is supposed to only top out at 1.8. So that's strange. Now it says it can write up to 1700 megabytes per second, and I'm getting not quite that, really. I mean, the write speeds are definitely lower, but again, this is operating as the boot drive, so I can understand that this would be a little bit lower, but it's just weird that the read is higher than expected, especially over here because the read is lower than the write speed. So let's take a look at the spec sheet for the Samsung drive. Now this says it can read up to 3.5 gigabytes per second. 3.5 gigabytes per second. Whereas I'm not getting anywhere close to that. And then the max sequential write is 2.7 gigabytes per second. And over here I'm getting 1.4 gigabytes per second. Now something to take note with this motherboard that I'm using, it only has a generation 3, I believe, a Gen 3. Let's see, an M.2 supports M.2 6 gig modules up to Gen 2 times 4. Okay, so it has a Gen 2 times 4 20 gigabits per second M.2 slot, whereas the 970 itself is a Gen 3 by 4. But my board only handles Gen 2 by 4. So a 20 gigabit per second should be, I would say it's like what, 2.5 gigabytes per second? But I'm not even hitting that. So next up, I'm going to download the Samsung software and I'm going to see if I can run some optimization or do something that's going to make that better. Okay, so after running this again, it is definitely very clear to me that my old M.2 slot on my older motherboard is more of a hindrance than I would have hoped for. If we look here, it maxes out just a little bit under 1 gigabyte per second read speed, starting at about 32. I actually lost a little bit of speed after I ran the Samsung Wizard. But at least it did speed up with larger files, but the write speed is still considerably faster than the read speed, so that's a little weird. I was hoping that maybe this would level out and be a little bit more even, especially since on my Revo drive I have almost 2 gigabytes per second read speed, but I have less than a gigabyte write speed. So I gained some write speed, lost some read speed, and well, that kind of sucks because you definitely read more than you write, right? Now I might be able to buy like a PCI adapter and connect this M.2 through that to maybe get some more speed out of this. But for now, I think these speeds are pretty good for what I need them for. Really, all of this is just, you know, synthetic benchmarks to show me what the drive can do. But as far as real-world performance, I don't know if I'm really going to notice a difference. I mean, let's just be honest. So now that I got the initial test out of the way, I have to figure out a way to move my data from my old Revo drive over to the new M.2 Samsung 970 drive and use that as my boot disk. That way, I can repurpose the Revo drive for something else, like an editing drive or something. And what do you know, Samsung has a data migration tool. How spiffy. Ah. Huh. Okay, well maybe not. There you go. Oh, damn it. This is a freeware. This is supposed to be pretty easy since I got that little access violation with the Samsung driver software stuff. or the migration software stuff, I just did a quick Google, and one web page was like, oh, it could be all these problems, and then, you know, you could fix it by doing all this bullshit. And I'm like, no. But in that same article, it linked this software, and it says, wait, okay. Well, it said this software is pretty easy and should be able to handle what I wanted to do effortlessly. But I just got an error message, so we'll see. I will cry if it's erasing my disk right now. Destination disk number 5. Oh man, I really hope that's not doing it. I configured it to pull from 5 and then go to 6, not pull from 6 and go to 5. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose everything right now. And I haven't backed it up, and fuck, it's been a long time since I backed it up. Why didn't I back it up? Oh shit. Shit, I'm really nervous. Oh god, here's the moment of truth. Oh jeez. Oh please, 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 please. I hope it didn't delete it. I hope it didn't delete it. Oh yes, that's a good sign. That is a good sign. Oh man. Okay, so since that's good, now I'm gonna switch my operating boot drive to the new one. Come on, get in the UEFI. Do it! M.2, 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 M.2. I've been battling this update. It would not recognize the file. I was using just a regular USB drive, and when I picked it up, said it didn't exist. Blah blah blah. Got on Google, found out that it had to be plugged into a USB 2.0 spot. Basically, whoa. So basically what's going on is that my BIOS or UEFI will not recognize the M.2 drive as a bootable drive. Now my BIOS is pretty old at this point. I mean, I don't think I've ever actually updated them. So I figured maybe if I update it, maybe it will support M.2 booting. Because as it sits right now, I can't do it. Go faster. Alrighty, so after I updated the BIOS, I was able to see the 970 drive in there, and I think I set it as the boot drive. So now I am rebooting, and I'm going to see if it's going to work. Ooh. System failed to boot several times before. You may press F2 or delete to enter setup to reconfigure your system, or UEFI will continue to boot now. What the fuck? Okay, it just booted up. I didn't record it, but it just booted up into the regular Revo drive that I still have plugged in. So I'm rebooting it again, and I'm going to see if I can hit F11 to go into the boot menu. Damn it, focus, motherfucker. So now I actually have the 970 Pro 1TB drive listed as a bootable device, even though I couldn't find it in BIOS. So this has been a roller coaster. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. Come on and boot, you piece of... Okay, so this is booting off of a 970 Pro M.2 drive. Either it's having some configuration issues, or it is not running as fast as it should be. Because this is like a hard drive speed. Ah, success! Local drive C is now the 970 Pro. My old C drive is the E drive now, and it's almost out of space. So I know I can boot finally from the 970. This was something that was not possible before I did the BIOS update. Now I have to try to finalize this by going back into the BIOS screen and like configuring it to automatically boot from this drive. Okay, so now that I'm in, I know it can boot from the 970. I'm not going to change anything else except for the boot order, and the first boot order obviously is the 350, but I don't want the 350, I want the 980, so it's kind of weird, but let's do this. Switch it there. Boot option 1, 2, perfect. Okay, so that makes this the Samsung 970 as the primary boot drive. Not going to do anything else, just keep it as that. Actually, disabled. So all it's going to do is boot from that. Okay. And let's see if this works. Okay, looks like I'm on the 970 now, so that's good. Yeah, no, I really need a shave and need a haircut. That's why I haven't really been the primal focus of this video, but here's what I've learned today. Doing this upgrade was kind of a pain in the ass, but it was mainly because I haven't updated my BIOS ever. So because I didn't do that, it made it harder, but I was able to copy everything over using AOMEI Partition Manager. It's a freeware that allowed me to carry everything over, so it booted into this like it was just the normal drive. So that was effortless and it was easy. I was a little scared, honestly, because I told it to copy from 5 to 6, not from 6 to 5. 5 being my main, my primary hard drive. So when it was doing what it was doing, it made me think that it was doing it the reverse way. So I like freaked out. I mean, like my BP was up to 116. Like my Apple Watch, I hooked it up. I put it on my arm, and my heart rate was up. My palms were sweating. I'm like, God, I haven't made a backup on my main drive in so long. So I was kind of freaking out. But lo and behold, it did what it was supposed to do. So that was awesome. So now, after fighting with it and round, and it's almost 8 o'clock right now, and I think I started this maybe 2.5 hours ago. So now, after all that's said and done, it looks like I'm booting up. There's a couple things though. One, it's slow. It's a lot slower than the 350 when it comes to booting up, and I'm not really sure why. I mean, even because it does have an older version of the M.2 slot, it should still be relatively fast. I shouldn't have like a delayed boot up time like that. So I'm a little concerned about that. I'm not really sure why. I'll probably have to mess with that later. Two, to get the full speed, I might have to consider getting a PCIe like M.2 adapter so I can run full speed on that 970 Pro, because right now I have a 970 Pro top of the line, M.2 SSD running at partial speed. So it's good for, future proofing for my next upgrade of my computer, but for right now it's not doing me any good in being in a slower M.2 drive. So I know this is kind of a random video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the headache that I experienced today. And if you have any questions or anything or any recommendations for me, I'd love to hear it. Honestly, this is the second M.2 drive I've ever actually, fiddled with. So it's still relatively new to me. I don't get free computer parts thrown at me. I have to buy this stuff. So any recommendations, let me know down below, and I'll keep you updated if I make any other changes. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and have yourself a good day.